For students seeking advice over stream selections, career choices, and college entrance test preparations for non-conventional careers in India and abroad. Now I would like to invite Vice Principal Ma'am to welcome. To welcome Mr. Love.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Lovechen sir here amongst us to enlighten you all on the career options which you can opt for after your class 12 exams. Sir has been in this field for a long time, and I have also witnessed many of his counseling sessions here in the Swing also, and there in Vedyaspuri also when I was there. So I hope today's session is fruitful for you and you have a lot of takeaway from his session. So all the best and keep noting whatever you have to write down. Right? And towards the end of the session, whatever queries you have, you may always ask sir. Meanwhile also, if something is coming to your mind, keep noting it down so that you can ask that from sir later on. Fine? So we'll be giving you your contact details and all in case after that means in future also you have any kind of queries like this, career related to your career options or whatever, he will be the best one to guide you for that. For sure. Right? So all the best. Thank you everyone. God bless us all. Thank you, sir.
Should I?
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Love sir to enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
Yeah, absolutely. Please stand.
Hello,
Please.
hello.
You need to turn it off.
All right. I think in the mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Well, it is always a pleasure to come and interact with young minds, especially those who are in class 12, those who are at the juncture of looking into what career options we can continue doing while pursuing class 12. I'm aware that this is a PCM batch or PCM B. You also have both? All right. So I'll try to cover both the things for you, including science-based careers and with maths or without maths as well. And some of you, anyone here who is continuing with PCM and B together. All right. So we have one student. You have maths and bio together. So I'll come quickly to you like what exactly we can go for. When we talk about career, what is the toughest question that you have to deal with? I'll keep it interactive, right? Where you will also participate. You can have your thoughts. What is the toughest question that we have to face when we talk about career? Toughest thing in life, okay. Toughest thing in life. Toughest thing. There is nothing more tough than solving this question. Have a guess. Choose a career. It is to somewhat, but then even to choose a career, we need to solve one question. Get an answer to one question. Your interest. It is very difficult. Someone would like to have a take on this. Toughest question that we can solve. Okay. All right. How would we achieve unless we discover ourselves. The toughest question to solve is finding who am I? Who actually you are. In case we get an answer to this, most of the queries will settle down. Throughout the life, we try to discover our own self, which is a very difficult task. And most of the times, we see a lot of confusions around us. Some confusions do not matter much. Whether I want to have a pizza or I want to have a toast, it will not matter much. Which brand of potato chips I should have? Again, confusions. Uncle chips or Lay's. So many confusions around us. How to come out of the confusions that will really matter us? Do you ever get this idea? Why are we confused? We are considered to be one of the most confused people in the world. We Indians are considered to be one of the most confused people. Parents are confused. बच्चों को काम भेजना है, कराना क्या है, सब कुछ करवा के देख लेते हैं. ये भी करो, ये भी करो, ये भी करो. कुछ समझ में नहीं आता तो let's try to have ट्यूशंस फॉर स्टूडेंट्स ताकि पढ़ाई में एक्सेल कर लें. कुछ तो बन ही जाएंगे पढ़ाई से. हम पढ़ते क्यों हैं? क्योंकि बहुत सारे कंफ्यूजन सेटल नहीं कर पाते. बहुत सारे कंफ्यूजन होते हैं लाइफ में, सेटल नहीं कर पाते, इसलिए पढ़ लेते हैं. चलो पढ़ लेते हैं. उससे ये एक सेटिस्फैक्शन अंदर रहता है कि शायद विद टाइम वी डिस्कवर समथिंग. एक दूसरे को देख देख के, अच्छा तुम पीसीएम ले रहे हो तो मैं भी पीसीएम लूंगी. Isn't it? ये तो मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, इसके बिना तो मैं कुछ करूंगी नहीं. आप कौन से कॉलेज में जा रहे हो? मैं भी इधर ही जाने वाली हूँ. बड़े कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट कौन करता है? We ourselves create that. कभी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आ जाती है, कभी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इवैल्यूएशन सिस्टम आ जाता है. गवर्नमेंट भी कंफ्यूज रहती है कि इन बच्चों को कैसे इवैल्यूएट करें. इतने साल से हम लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, इतने साल से हम पॉलिसीज बना रहे हैं, पेरेंटिंग हमारी अलग अलग तरीके से हो रही है, यूनिफॉर्मिटी नहीं है कहीं पर भी. Aren't these questions that we should actually ponder about? Some food for thought. Confusions happen because we are the most risk-averse people in the world. हम रिस्क ही नहीं लेना चाहते. We want to go very safe. वेरी सेफ. सबसे पहला एस्पेक्ट आज भी हमारी सोसाइटी में इज टू हैव जॉब सिक्योरिटी. जॉब सिक्योरिटी मीन्स वी डोंट वांट टू फेल. एंड इफ यू डोंट वांट टू फेल, फ्रॉम देयर इनोवेशन हैपन. बड़ी बड़ी बातें करने से इनोवेशन नहीं होगा. Innovation would happen when we actually become a risk-taking society. Someone who can entrepreneur, someone who can unleash new ideas. We are the people, those who take forward the flag of others. हम लोग बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज में काम करना पसंद करते हैं, उन कंपनीज को क्रिएट क्यों नहीं करते? ये स्पिरिट अंदर क्यों नहीं है हमारे पास? Why? Because we always believe in consequences and do not believe in the process. Consequences, what if I fail? गलत हो जाएगा, कोई फेल हो जाए सोसाइटी में, क्लास में, बड़ा बुरा माना जाता है. ये नहीं देखा जाता that this person failed, why? Must be doing something else. वो क्या है जो कर रहे हैं? कहीं तो और कुछ तो सोच रहे होंगे, but we don't bother. फेल हो गया. So we don't have to be risk averse, we have to be risk takers in case we want to move ahead. Right? So one of the most formidable tasks that we will have to achieve is to settle down our confusions. And to settle down these confusions, we will have to take one step ahead. That step has to be a step of faith. Faith that I fail or succeed, I will take the step. कंफ्यूजन तभी खत्म होगा जब तक हम करके नहीं देखेंगे काम को. Nobody can guide us what exactly am I meant for. I cannot tell you what you are meant for. I can assist you in discovering that process of who you are. That I can do by asking a lot of questions and getting few answers. I generally ask, how do you discover your interest? How do we discover that you have or I have some interest? The time we spend in a particular work or in an activity. Our career is only driven by what we study. Let me tell you, 90% of the people, those who are working, they are working in unrelated areas of the degrees that they took. 90% of the people in India are working in unrelated areas than the degrees that they took. इंजीनियर म्यूजिशियन बन के बैठा हुआ है, राइट? एक नॉर्मल ग्रेजुएट फूड बिजनेस कर रहा है, राइट? सिमिलरली कुछ ना कुछ अलग, people are doing something very different. Our parents are graduates. How many of them are actually using that graduation? They are into some different league of business, some different league of work that they are doing altogether. Such number is very vast. In India, 80% of the employees are unhappy. They don't like their jobs. Do we need to settle these questions or leave them? We should settle them now. Otherwise, we will join them. Sorry. We will join them. Alright? So, I guess we should not join such places where we have disharmony or we have no idea about where we are heading. But again, as I said, that element of risk is always there in your decision making, and one should take that risk, a calculated risk. Most of you are PCM students over here or PCB students over here. How many of you are independent with these subjects? इन सब्जेक्ट को खुद ही कर पाते? How many of you explore these subjects beyond syllabus? ये तो syllabus है, इसके ऊपर चलते हैं, थोड़ा रिसर्च करते हैं. You try to do that? Wonderful. So what exactly you do in which area?
So like in physics, I searched like on YouTube like things that are not discovered yet. Like there are things like fabric and other things that I love to do, and I watch videos regarding them. Yesterday also I was watching a video regarding it only for time travel.
Wonderful. Watching videos is one aspect. How often you try to create something?
But actually, I don't get time that well.
Timing will always be there. This is one of the questions at your age that you should seriously address. आप लोग के पास टाइम नहीं है तो फिर बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? आप लोग के पास तो टाइम ही टाइम है. सबके पास वैसे बराबर टाइम है. We'll have to work. It's all a matter of how we are investing that time. Because you are not independent with dealing with these particular subjects that you are studying, what happens? We squander this entire time. Where? Tuitions. What we do? Whatever we study in school, we repeat that. And a lot of times I hear some of you don't even catch up in school with the subjects, rather catch up in tuitions. चलो वहां पढ़ लेंगे. टाइम कौन खत्म कर रहा है अपने लिए? कोई भी सब्जेक्ट्स अगर आप पिक कर रहे हो, you need to have that confidence. As I said, that confidence in dealing with that subject, that comes with practice, self-learning. अगर वो टाइम हमारे पास नहीं है, then how would we be able to catch up with the careers into it, which is like an ocean? Do you know how many careers are there in careers which are related to STEM? Science, technology, engineering, maths. Have you heard this word STEM? You are all STEM people. And life में आपको problems मिलेंगी solve करने के लिए related to STEM. अब इसमें एक A और जुड़ गया. It has become STEAM. Arts. नई टेक्नोलॉजीज पे काम हो रहा है. You need artistic people also with you. Some of you, those who are maybe PCM students with computer science, those who are good coders, and if someone out of you also knows how to design, it can be a great combination. Someone who is coding games also knows how to design a game. It is a worth $1 billion industry. अभी भी इस पे इतना काम हो रहा है. सिर्फ एक एरिया बता रहा हूँ. But there are thousands in which youngsters like you are working. आप लोगों की लर्निंग कहाँ से शुरू होती है? You know that. आप लोग ग्रेजुएशन में भी नहीं सीखते हो. आपको ट्रेनिंग मिलती है किसी कंपनी में जाके जब आप काम करना शुरू करते हो. Then you realize कि हम पीछे मुड़ के देखें तो what we were doing. तो इतना टाइम अगर हम निकाल देंगे, we'll wait for कब हमारी जॉब लगे, कब हम लर्निंग शुरू करें, कौन हमें सिखाए, so it will not work in career. The growth, some of you that you want, some of you say that fine, I want to have heavy pay packages. उसके लिए अभी से एफर्ट डालना चाहिए. The effort that should be able to, bring in some kind of output. You should be able to solve some problems of this world. Remove some confusions that people have by bringing in some great insight into the solution of those problems. Science students are considered to be as solution makers. They should never be part of a problem, they should be actually creating solutions for those problems. Most of you, why is it that you run for computer science? As I said in the beginning, job security. इनोवेशन कहाँ होता है? मैकेनिकल में, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में, कंप्यूटर साइंस में भी होता है. If you work on new technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain technology, cloud computing, these are some topmost careers with maths. Data sciences coming up like anything. Banking finance is also a career that is closer to PCM students. Because these institutions are now run through financial technology. So fintech, business analytics, this is something which you should try to learn. And from where you can learn that? Short courses, beginners courses are available on Upgrad, Coursera, edXL, so many online platforms from where you can start doing short programs. शुरुआत करना चाहते हो सिंपल बेसिक लैंग्वेज से ही कर लो. You should have good hand on Python so that you can work on some projects. ऐसा नहीं कि केवल Python आती है काम नहीं कर रहा है उसके ऊपर. We should be able to work on it. Create something out of Python. जितनी मशीन कोडिंग आजकल मशीन लर्निंग की कोडिंग होती है, that's mostly done in Python. You learn structuring through C++, right? Website, full stack development through Java, MySQL. So, are you aware about these terms or not?
Yes.
How many of the computer science students are aware? Okay, very few. This is one of the subject. This is one of the subject which is practical in nature.
We have introduced computer science this year.
Okay. Okay, so this is mostly class 11 students those who said. Okay, all right. But this is something which should carry on. You should be able to have more, let's say, grasp on this subject, because there is nothing better subject than what you all are studying here. You don't have analytics to study in school, but you get computer science to study. So that is a great thing. You should work on it. As I said, please be independent with your subjects if you really want to excel. How many of you want to pursue a conventional education? Conventional education in the form of getting into Delhi University, doing BSc programs or BA programs. बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं that they might finish up class 12 and would like to change the stream, would not be comfortable with PCM and would like to go for maybe humanities or maybe something related to commerce, which is more of a math thing, and somewhere even not mathematics, going into creative side or language areas. ऐसे हैं कुछ स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने ऐसा अभी सोच लिया अभी से, you have thought it. What is your profile? Your just a bit of idea. Why have you thought like this?
So actually, I have to go in the field of like Navy and Army. So I thought like I will have taking coaching and all. So that's why I would take it easy, like so that I have some medical.
Okay, wonderful. So you have a plan. Means you seem to be confident also. So it's good. So PCM is what you're carrying, and you in graduation, what would you like to do?
So 3 years, yes, in the field
Leaving PCM. All right, but PCM will help you ahead in getting into Navy and Air Force at least, because you need physics for that,
Yes, sir, I will.
right? So in case you pursue BSc, that might be a little closer to you. In case you want to get into Navy and Air Force, right? Or otherwise, options like humanities will open altogether different careers for you. So then you'll have to completely come out of this PCM kind of thought process and move into some other zone. That may be law, that may be media, that may be management, that may be so many other careers that you can enter into. Okay? So, when we are talking about these careers, how many of you are aware about the colleges that we need to aspire? One of the basic tasks that you all have to do is to clear NEET or JEE. This is the toughest thing. How many aspirants take up JEE and NEET? Someone will give me an idea. In India, how many people appear for these tests? Let's say JEE. 12 lakh. NEET
17 lakhs.
17, 18 lakh. JEE is almost compatible. NEET is also compatible with the kind of competitions you are having in your mind. So 12 to 18 lakh people appearing for these entrance exams. How many good seats we have into it? Good seats. Good seats means let's say top colleges like IITs, NITs, or top government medical colleges, AIMS. NEET you have not more than 5,000 to 7,000 seats. Engineering you have roughly around 20,000 seats with NITs and IITs, let's say some formidable good ones if we are talking about. So roughly around 20,000 seats we have. But again, will you be getting the choice of course that you wanted to study? Even in case you make it into IIT or let's say your type of exam that you want to appear into, are you getting computer science? How many seats that you have in computer science? Top 5,000. Right? So the competition goes even higher. बाकी ब्रांचेस क्यों नहीं लेना चाहते हो? उसके बारे में ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है. मैकेनिकल में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? रोबोटिक्स किसका पार्ट है? Is robotics part of computer science or electronics or mechanical? Yeah? Combination of all. One. Primarily, but it is part of which branch? Electronics. Robotics is primarily a branch of electronics. ये मालूम होना चाहिए. Designing is part of which branch of engineering? Designing. Who designs? Some branches you have this. You learn some designing software also into it. Anyone who has some idea about the softwares that you learn for designing? कुछ नाम सॉफ्टवेयर के पता हो? कहाँ जा रहे हैं हम लोग? Designing is mostly associated with mechanical, right? ये सबसे डिजाइनिंग प्रो अगर कोई ब्रांच है जिसमें आपको इवन रोबोटिक्स को भी अगर डिजाइन करना है तो उसकी डिजाइनिंग हार्डवेयर की मैकेनिकल से होगी, सॉफ्टवेयर की कंप्यूटर साइंस से होगी, उसका जो पूरा स्ट्रक्चर है वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के ऊपर बेस्ड है। तो अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी नेचर कितना है। सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में, आर्किटेक्चर में कितनी डिजाइनिंग है, फील्ड अलग अलग है, राइट? लेकिन डिजाइनिंग इज ऑल्सो वन एरिया वेयर यू गेट पेड हायर देन कोडर्स। अगर गूगल हायर करना चाहता है डिजाइनर को, it will pay you double the salary that it is paying to a coder. Why? Because designers are not available easily. Coders are easily available. ऐसा हो क्यों रहा है? Because हमने अपनी लाइफ में सक्सेस केवल कोडर्स की देखी है, डिजाइनर्स को देखा ही नहीं। Though we say that we live in an age of internet, but how misinformed we are or ill-informed we are. When we look for some information on Google, what do we get? We get full spam. Search for top engineering colleges, you will get most advertised college. Isn't it? So that adds to what? That adds to more confusion. So that is why the research, I always believe, the first quality that you as a student should have, especially science and humanities, you should be very strong at research. Exploring information is one thing which is, highly needed. Lack of information means we are wasting a lot of talent here. Because we do not know, then we don't even think about it. So how do I spend my time like? That's where I say that if you are independent with subjects, you will be able to think, you will be able to research. But if you are dependent, then you will only score marks. Last 70 years, including us, we have only scored marks. And we have to move beyond marks. We have to not only excel in scoring, but also excel in practicality of learning what we are doing. We call it experiential learning. Experience what you learn. Ask questions. Then you will advance. अगर आप IIT जैसे कॉलेजेस में नहीं जा रहे हो, do you know the new age colleges of current times? Some of the best colleges that may have better, I would say, resource in terms of course structures, collaboration internationally, more relevant practical experiential learning. These things you get in some new age colleges only or new age universities. Are we aware? Are you aware that some of these entrance exams have already started for science students? First round of applications are already up. Have we ever checked or they are about to begin? Some of the colleges that you should actually look forward. This is for all of you, those who would like to, look forward to engineering as a career. Laksha University, it should be on your radar. You should be able to look into this kind of university, look into the syllabus, course structure that it is going to teach you. No IITs have that kind of course structure that Laksha is teaching you. Why? Because it is associated with universities of US like UC Berkeley. Do you know UC Berkeley? University of California, Berkeley. World's top 10. Our IITs not even in top 200. So you should know that facts. Why we are not in, by the way, in top 200? In spite of being excellent institutions. Why we are not in top 200? टॉप 100 में भी नहीं है, टॉप 50 में भी नहीं है, टॉप 300 में जाके कहीं आते हैं. And the largest number of aspirants all over the world is for IIT. That is because of our obsession with IITs. And if we try to break this obsession, we might actually solve a lot of confusions around us. That's what I want to do today for you. Look forward to these universities like Laksha in Chandigarh. At least you will go through the website of this university and tell me the founders, those who are involved there. Have you heard the name of Ritesh Malik? He is just 31 years old. And who is he? He is a doctor by profession. He is a doctor by profession. But what is he doing? He is the biggest innovator of current times. He is an investor, angel investor, venture capitalist, someone who invests in new ventures. रितेश मलिक जरा डाल के इसके बाद इनके बारे में एटलीस्ट इनकी बायोग्राफी थोड़ी सी पढ़ो, एक पेज ही पढ़ लो इसका, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि लोग क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. बड़े बड़े बिजनेस करके इन्होंने छोड़ दिए. ओयो, राइट, यू ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट इट. तो ये बिजनेस डिजाइन किसने किया? बाय सच पीपल. And this is he is the person who sits to take your interview before getting you in Laksha. He himself takes the interview. What are the questions he asked in interview? Why would you like to do this course? What all you have worked upon? What all new technologies you have worked upon? If you will tell that, okay, I have no idea about it, possibly you have no chance to get into Laksha. Similarly, you have colleges like Shiv Nadar. Shiv Nadar is in Greater Noida, one of the finest colleges of engineering that can be applied. Shiv Nadar is the name of Are you aware who is he? Shiv Nadar is the founder of HCL Group, one of the biggest philanthropists of our nation. is शिव नादर, जो सबसे पहले कंप्यूटर्स लेकर आए इंडिया में, उनका नाम शिव नादर। शायद वो नहीं होते तो यहाँ इतनी तेजी से कंप्यूटर्स का ग्रोथ नहीं होता। HCL कंपनी सुना है आपने, हिंदुस्तान कंप्यूटर्स लिमिटेड। So awareness please come out of syllabus also at a time. At least you should be able to read something related to the field in which you want to be. Seriously, you should look into these aspects. So Shiv Nadar also. Now, what is the challenge? If you do not get into IIT JEE, let's say you do not have that kind of high ranks. But on the other side, you have experience of working on technologies. आपने वो शॉर्ट कोर्सेज करे जो मैंने आपको बताया अभी, and you have ideas of working on projects, real life problems. You have the potential to solve them. IIT JEE में कुछ भी रैंक क्यों ना हो आपका, अगर आप इंटरव्यू में अच्छे से बता सकते हो उनको कि why you want to study engineering, you will be into this university. And the advantage, 100% scholarship you can get. भारती टेलीकॉम सुना है नाम? ये कौन से ब्रांड को रिप्रेजेंट करता है? भारती टेलीकॉम, एयरटेल। भाई ऐसे मत देखो आप लोग, राइट? भारती टेलीकॉम, एयरटेल। 20 scholarships they are giving to Plaksha students at 100% of the fee. जो वहां के 20 स्टूडेंट्स जिनका इंटरव्यू भारती टेलीकॉम वाले लेंगे एंड उनको लगेगा कि these are the students who are going to transform the future, they will be the tech leaders of future, they'll give you 20 scholarships of 100%. और ये जो यूनिवर्सिटीज के मैं नाम ले रहा हूं ना, दे आर कैश रिच यूनिवर्सिटीज। वाई कैश रिच? फीस की वजह से नहीं है, ये इन्वेस्टर्स की वजह से। बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज लाइक बाइंग, मैकिन्से, BCG, सुने इनके नाम? दीज कंपनीज आर पार्टनर्स, दोज हु हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन ब्रिंगिंग दीज state of the art technology universities in India. तो ये मालूम होना चाहिए। Alright? ऐसी और भी बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं that we can talk about. PCB students, how many of you think that who are only going to be into MBBS? You have choice beyond MBBS also. And similarly for PCM students, you have choice beyond engineering, research, उधर biotech, microbiology, nutrition, food and dietetics, agriculture. They are not small careers. They are big time, solid careers. Those who have very strong, I would say, economics into it. Very few people into it, and the ones, those who do such kind of non-conventional courses in sciences, right, would be the winners. It is not that only doctors and engineers would be the winners. It is the scientists, those who will have the ability to innovate, will be the winners in the long run. आज से 10 साल बाद देखोगे तो there will be a huge difference if you would have invested into research or you would have invested into working on someone else's dream through a job. तो कोशिश करिए that we should have some sort of, enterprising thought process in us. It should not be very, very skewed thought process towards job security, right? So you have equal number of careers, right, in bio streams and math streams. I call it math streams of physics, like what you call it STEM. Someone, let me apprise you. Those who would be interested to, though I'm not finding anyone over here, still, those who might be interested to even study abroad, 11th class students can definitely think about it. You have some time to plan maybe some top universities abroad, and you might get scholarships for that. Money is no criteria. Of course, you should have some pockets, but you will get advantage if you start planning from now. The application process for study abroad, let me tell you, for PCB students also, they need maths. Because we do not go abroad, तो पता ही नहीं होता है हमको कि यूनिवर्सिटी की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है. आपको बायो पढ़नी है बाहर जाके, प्लीज डू नॉट कम विदाउट मैथ्स. व्हाई? ऐसा क्यों? Biology is full of research. There is a huge data on which people have never worked. They have recently started working. So a new branch has opened up, computational biology. And it's a BTech equivalent program, computational biology. Maths and bio together, a combination. So one of you who is studying maths and bio can take this kind of career, computational biology, in case you are good with maths, not only just studying maths, but you are good with maths. So we can actually go for such kind of careers also. Huge information gap is there, which you need to fill up fast. How much time do I have now for this one? Almost.
Almost.
So, okay.
20 minutes.
So,
Yeah.
all good. So, what I do is, I'll give you my website, that is lovejane.com. It is on my name, LOVEJane, lovejane.com. Right? So, there you can, in case you want to have some individual counseling, you can book that counseling session on lovejane.com. Either you can directly come to my office for some discussions, or you can book it online, the way you want, right? So thank you so much. Today I have very less time. I could not, take up questions now with you, but maybe some other time we will carry on with this process. Okay? Because these counseling sessions will take a lot of time, to settle down the question. So that's okay. Thank you so much. All right.